today on Divorce Court.
I seen text messages in his phone from another woman. Not only that, but I found a condom in the vehicle that we share.
I did cheat on her once, but the time that she's referring to, I didn't.
When I try to talk to him about certain issues, he yells and screams, and I shut down.
I am used to calling the shots. What I say goes.
I feel like he just treats me like a child, and I'm not his child.
I do see myself growing old with her, and I would love for our relationship to last forever.
I would love to be with Anthony the rest of my life, but if he does not change, there is no us.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I have here Cassandra Jones and Anthony Staffney, and the two of you have been together for 8.5 years. You're not married, but you don't want to be together anymore. Therefore, you've come to me for a dissolution of cohabitation. You want to part ways. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Jones. Why don't you tell me why we're here?
We are here because me and Anthony's family doesn't get along. They don't like me. They feel like I am too young to be with Anthony.
Now, you're 33, correct?
Yes.
And you are 48. Is that right?
Yes, and they feel like I'm just too young to be with him. They feel like he should be with his ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that's true, Mr. Staffney? Does your family not like her because they prefer your ex-wife, or they think she's too young?
Probably because they think she's too young. But they can't choose for me.
Right, absolutely not, absolutely not. Ms. Jones, what kind of difficulty does his family cause for your relationship?
For instance, Anthony got sick. He was in the hospital. During the time he was in the hospital, his kids wanted to fight me, and I didn't even understand why, because I'm there at his bedside. I didn't leave him. I was there.
Did they come up to the hospital?
Yeah, they came to the hospital. I exchanged words with one of the family members.
About what?
Me not being there for Anthony, and I didn't understand what more I could do. He's laying in the hospital. I'm there every day, but I guess it just wasn't good enough. Yeah, he was in the hospital.
Mr. Staffney, do you understand the nature of the disagreement that she had with your family when you were in the hospital?
I guess one of them wanted to come, you know, I got like 3 or 4 kids' mother. And, you know, one of them wanted to come back there, and she was back there.
Just got messy.
Yeah.
Basically.
It just got messy.
Got out of hand.
And this is actually the second time he was in the hospital. The incident I'm talking about was the first time. The second time he was in the hospital with that picture, he told me to put the picture on Facebook. After I placed the picture on Facebook, I got all types of messages talking about me on Facebook.
Did you tell her to put the picture on Facebook?
Yeah, he told me to put the picture on Facebook. They went to talking about me.
I'm just wondering, I mean, you know, not right. Just wondering why.
You know, we live in Mississippi, and we was in Indiana at that time. And I just told her to put it on there, you know. I really was going for a checkup, you know. I wasn't hurt bad, but I just told her to put it on there, and it started a lot of commotion.
What happened was...
Ms. Jones,
what?
Did you write this?
Yes, I was defending myself. Look what they said about me.
Joe, you're not even old enough to read this.
No,
Thank you.
But, Your Honor...
No. You posted this on Facebook.
Yes, but only after they
to
had
his family.
Yes, to his family. I was defending myself because he asked me to place the picture on Facebook. I placed the picture on Facebook trying to alert the family that he was in a hospital because that's what he wanted to do. Okay, I did not expect for them.
So what does that have to do with this man on my page? I do what the F this, and I ride that,
Your Honor,
all of that sexual stuff. Why is that necessary?
No, because you have to read the other page. You're reading what I said to them.
There's nothing that supports this.
No.
There's nothing that supports that.
Your Honor, they called me all types of. They called me hoes. They called me bees. You know, you
sound like a hoe, right here. You talking about all the sexual things you do to him, to his family? That's hoe-like behavior.
Well, that's how they called me a hoe on Facebook.
That doesn't mean act like one. That's just the nastiest stuff I've ever read.
Well, I felt like I was defending
and put
myself.
it in public. You don't defend yourself.
Well, look what his family said about me.
I don't care.
So it's okay for them to down me on Facebook, talk about me and my family.
You don't let anybody else define your character for you. I'm not gonna go just because somebody else goes low doesn't mean I go low. There's certain things I just won't do.
Okay, what about him?
You're not in charge of them. You're in charge of you. You're in charge of what you do. You can call me all out my name, but I'm never gonna say anything like that because I have dignity. And
I got dignity too.
That lacks dignity. In every way, shape, or form. You know,
You're
when
right.
kids are gonna read it,
You're right.
It lacks dignity.
They read it because they was talking about me too.
Yeah, and you're gonna be ignorant back.
I shouldn't have been, but I was caught up in the moment.
Oh my God. now I'm just upset. I never.
Yeah, you went too far.
You know,
with that.
I don't even know people talk like that.
Whatever.
Mr. Staffney, you say they're mutual cheating accusations. Is that accurate?
Ma'am, cheating accusation?
Uh-huh.
Because he was
Well,
the cheater. I've
that-
never cheated on him.
that was
he
in
is
the
the cheater.
That was in the beginning of the relationship before I knew that we was gonna be
He
together
lying.
so long.
He's lying, Your Honor.
Okay, why don't you tell me what happened, Ms. Jones?
Okay. In the beginning, about after 2 years, he went back to his ex-wife, and he didn't even tell me. I got a phone call from another woman that he was sleeping with. She called me and told me he left me and went back to his ex-wife.
Mr. Staffney,
Yeah.
were you running them 3 deep like that?
He was.
Well,
He was.
like I said, that was
He was.
before. That was
After
the beginning
2
of
years,
the
we was
relationship.
living
Beginning of the
together.
relationship.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
think she should be over it by now?
Well, you know, I'm not doing it anymore now.
He's not telling the truth.
Well,
Once
will you
again,
tell me the truth?
Second time he go to Mississippi for Mother's Day to visit his family. He come back home. Okay, I go through his phone like I always do. Been doing it forever. I find text messages in his phone from this woman. Him texting her, "Good morning, beautiful. Happy Mother's Day, beautiful." Not only that, go out to the vehicle that me and him share. Look in the glove box. There's condoms. They're not mine. They're not ours.
Mr. Staffney, do you have a reply or a retort to that?
Well,
Not really.
Like I told her, it was some
His cousins,
Some
and
new
then he told
condoms
us
had
story.
came out where they change color if you have disease.
So what is he doing with him, Your Honor? Okay,
and
so
my
what are you
cousin-
doing with it? Yeah. Yo, what?
And my cousin gave them to me, and I just put them in the truck.
Okay, yeah.
I can't believe I do this for a living.
Me either. Yeah.
Well,
hear
now
you.
we're going to move on past that, and we're going to talk about.
So he get a pass on
hang
cheating.
We're going to move on past. I got a lot to do here.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff going on here, and we want to talk about why, after all this time, you haven't gotten married to begin with.
Ask him.
Are you still married to another woman?
Yes.
I would think that I'm not, because I haven't,
Your Honor.
He is.
you know, I haven't been with her in 12 years, so.
It just doesn't wear itself out.
Right.
Oh.
You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
told
It's not
him.
like an engine that runs out of gas. Well, I was going to ask Mr. Staffney, but Ms. Jones, you seem raring to go. So why don't you tell me why you've been together 8.5 years but never got married?
Because he don't want to get he don't want to spend the money to get a divorce.
From his first wife.
Yeah.
Mr. Staffney, are you still married to another woman?
Yes.
I would think that I'm not, because I haven't,
Your Honor.
He is.
you know, I haven't been with her in 12 years, so.
It doesn't just expire like that.
Right.
You got to
That's what
actually
he
do
thinks.
something to end the marriage. So if you two haven't gone to court and gotten a divorce, you are, in fact, still married. It just doesn't wear itself out.
Right.
Oh.
You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
told
It's not
him.
like an engine that runs out of gas.
Well, you know.
Tell him to
It's the
spend the
gift
money, Your
that keeps
Honor.
on giving. So you say there's a lot of conflict because of her family. Why don't you give me some examples of some of the conflict they start?
They like to play CPS games, Child Protective Service.
Yeah.
They like to play those type of games.
Oh,
you know,
my.
You know, they like to call Child Protective Service saying that Cassandra's doing something wrong to her kids, and before you know it, if she get to arguing with one of them, first thing I know that you have to do is clean your house and make sure your refrigerator clean, because the next day,
CPS is coming.
knocking on the door.
Right.
And they won't come through, and they've done it so much that they'll call and CPS don't even come no more because they know that it's game.
This is what they do.
This is what they do.
Is that an accurate recitation of what occurs?
It's a state-to-state thing too,
Yeah.
because we moved to Indiana
and they call CPS in every state.
We moved to Indiana, and she get to argue with one of them. That'd be the first threat. You know, that's the first thing you got to look out for.
Okay, yes, that has happened. It's happened several times. But since we have moved to Indiana, I haven't had no problems with them calling CPS.
You people scare me. Why don't you tell me about the time you called his phone and his ex answered?
Yeah, that's when he's called himself leaving. It wasn't his ex. It was it was the ex. He was still seeing her and sleeping with her.
She can't keep them straight.
Yeah, but she is the one that called me and told me that he went back to his ex-wife. That's the one. But I forgave him. When he came home and I seen the text messages from the girl, I sat him down and I told him that I forgive him and we're not gonna worry about it because people make mistakes.
That was my cousin.
That was not your cousin. And then he always talk about it's his cousin. But
I told her I would call her. You know, I had text my cousin.
He not being truthful.
And I said I'll call her for you. And she just wanted to argue. You know, I was gonna call her.
He not telling the truth.
And let her talk to her.
I called myself.
I'm gonna say this. I got from your papers that you feel that he's very controlling.
He is.
And I do want to talk to you for a moment about how your household runs and how controlling he really is.
Oh, yes. Whew. Thank you. I used $14 one day, and I forgot. And I didn't tell him. The second day we was arguing about it, he sat down on the couch. I'm like, oh, so you're meaning to telling me you don't know the day that you stole my $14? Well, how about I just call the card and let them investigate and send you to jail? That's what he said.
Mr. Staffney, did you argue for 2 days about $14? Do you think adult children should have a say in who their parent remarries? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court. So, Ms. Jones, based upon what you told me here, I understand like he micromanages and he's angry all the time. Tell me the nature of his control issues.
He always wants things his way. If I leave the house, he's timing me. Yes, not only that, he said I stole $14 from him. I don't even know how I stole $14 from him. We're in a relationship.
That to me.
Explain it to you.
Yeah.
I used $14 one day and I forgot. And I didn't tell him. When he came and asked me about it, I was like, yeah, I spent it Thursday. And he was like, no, you spent it Sunday. I was like, okay, well, whatever, I spent it Sunday. Okay, we argued 2 days. The second day he said...
About $14?
Yes, $14.62.
Could I?
No, okay.
You can.
Listen, Your Honor.
Let her finish.
Yes, let me finish. The second day we was arguing about it, he sat down on the couch. I'm like, oh, so you're meaning to telling me you don't know the day that you stole my $14? Well, how about I just call the card and let them investigate and send you to jail? That's what he said.
Mr. Staffney, did you argue for 2 days about $14?
Judge, we argued about it, but like I told her, I would give her anything I got, but ask for it. I don't take my money. You know, if she asks for it.
Do you think she was really trying to get one past you? Maybe she needed $14 for something, and she took it.
I know she was, because when I asked her, it was a Friday. I gave her some money on a Wednesday, and I asked her about it. Well, I found out Friday. The money I gave her was gone, plus $14. So I asked her, I said, did you take my money? She said, no, I took the money you gave me Wednesday. So I told her, I said, let me call the card and let you listen to the people, because they can't be telling me a lie.
He was talking about sending me to jail and everything about $14.
And like I told her,
and I didn't even remember
if it was
spending
one penny.
And it went inside the household.
You see what I'm saying?
The $14 went inside the household.
Yeah, but you guys are living in a common household.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can't account for every dollar when you spend it on the spot.
Yes.
There's room for, oh, this costs $5 more than I thought, this and that.
Thank
the
you,
other
Your
thing.
Honor.
If you make her account for every dime like that, she can't move.
I can't do it.
Well, if you get it and then I ask you,
Your Honor,
and you
I
know
do
you
the
got
laundry.
it, why say no?
Huh?
If I ask you, did you take it, did you get it, and you say yeah, conversation's over. If I ask you, did you get it, and you said no, that means I gotta call, I gotta figure out
Your Honor, I told
where
him
it went.
I
I
told him.
budged my money.
He asked me.
No. I'm not going back into the Twilight Zone. I'm done. I'm done with the $14.
Okay, I just got one question.
I'm done with $14.
Did I steal the $14?
So what is your ultimatum to him today? If I can get something done for you, what would it be?
If you could get something done, it would be him to get a divorce. I want him to get a divorce so we could get married. I want to get married.
So you want to sign on for a lifetime with this?
Yeah, I believe he could change.
I'm a good dude.
I really believe he could change.
I didn't say you weren't a good dude, but I said this is a mess. Is it not? Is this not a mess? Your family can't stand her, she can't stand your family, you're cussing, you're carrying on, you're doing all kinds of
But
wild
I don't care if his family don't like me. Just like I tell him, why worry about if my family don't like you?
But you say he's controlling, he yells at you.
He does?
Well, ma'am, I was controlling when she met me.
And with that,
I'm saying well, Your Honor,
no. I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'm running.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think is an acceptable age difference to have with a partner? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. See, I got my papers together here so we can make a fast break. All right?
I'll meet you at the door.
Make a fast break. I'm gonna ask Mr. Staffney something. Would you consider getting a divorce?
Yes, ma'am. I want to get a divorce. You know, I've tried. But
I like he's stuttering.
I've put in effort to get a divorce one time before. Once before. When I had the money, I put in effort to get it, and I'm gonna get one.
I don't believe you, but that's okay.
Me neither.
You know, you've had 8.5 years. Mr. Staffney, you two are gonna stay together. Number one, because you've been together this long, and if you put up with that much, ain't nobody going nowhere. Number two, you love each other. Number three, I don't want you loose out in the community. where you can mix and mingle with the rest of us, because it's not safe.
Oh my God.
Stay cool. Don't post your life. Live your life. It's a whole big difference. Everybody can't comment on your business and know your business if you don't write your business on the wall. Just don't do it. And Mr. Staffney, I think you should lighten up a little bit. Let go of the $14. Don't worry about the dishes or whatever the small little things that she didn't get quite right. It's better for your heart. You already got heart trouble, right? Mm-hmm. If you stress every little thing that comes your way, your heart will just get up and just give out one day. You don't want that to happen, do you?
No, ma'am.
Lighten up. Be right. Be good. Be together. Be gone. This man.
I think I'm gonna get a divorce probably in this year sometime. 40 years out, I'll work on it.
I believe Anthony, once he shows me the paperwork, then we can move on from there. Hopefully we can get married.